Previously on Backfires. Journalist June Rose unraveled a web of corruption.
I spoke with a former camp firefighter who personally witnessed the death of two of his platoon mates.
Who's your source for this claim about the two deaths?
Local troublemaker Dan Dollarhide put Sheriff Leach on notice.
I'm not gonna wait around for some degenerate convict to walk out of that camp and break into my house. Or hurt my daughter.
Fearless Commander Ned Austin hid a gruesome injury to avoid losing service time toward early release.
Your shoulder's popped out of its socket.
So pop it back in. Time in the clinic doesn't count toward time on the fire lines.
Tensions boiled over between Sam Park and Dom DeLuca.
Call me Chink again, and I'll get your goddamn teeth in your littered wop greaseball.
And Sheriff Leach hatched a secret scheme to take down the honor camp.
LJ, I didn't know you had it in you.
Neither does Morris.
Backfires, an original audio drama. Episode 3, Ave Maria.
All right, we're recording. This is interview number 3 on the 21st of July, 1976.
Who did you say you work for again?
I'm writing a book about the history of prison labor in America. At least, that was what I set out to write. But I've become quite fascinated with the story of the first fire camp for prison inmates.
Oh, so you want to know about Sam?
Not just Sam. I want to know about you. Families, wives, children. Can you state your name in connection to Honor Camp number 1?
My name is Ara Park. My brother, Sunko Park. Sam, he served most of his prison sentence at the Honor Camp as a firefighter.
Why was Sam in prison?
Sam was the dumbest smart person I ever met. He was, at that time, he was studying engineering when he fell in with a bad crowd from our neighborhood. And they boosted cars, they took them for like stupid joyrides, totally pointless, reckless. I guess it made him feel like more of a man. And then one night they got caught, and all his new friends, they just suddenly disappeared.
That must have been very difficult for your family. Your parents?
Yeah, they drove Sam hard to get his degree and be, the successful American.
What about you? Were you in school?
I was studying nursing, which came in handy because our father was slowly dying of COPD.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So the entire burden of his care and of managing the family, that all fell onto you at age... You were 22, correct?
Yep. And you know what's funny? Father was so angry and so humiliated. Sam was dead to him. But still, all he could talk about was Sam. As I sat there cooking his meals, giving him baths, cared more about the one who wasn't there. Fuck, Sam. Sorry for the cursing.
Don't be sorry. Clearly it still upsets you.
Yeah, it does. I was the only one in the family who'd even visit the camp. And I was angry with Sam, too. I was really angry, But what was I gonna do? Someone had to go.
Do you remember your first visit?
How could I forget? It was Sunday, August 4th, 1946, the day of the riot.
You were there. The riot outside the camp gates, instigated by Sheriff Leach.
Ugh, yeah, that very same son of a bitch.
Who else was with you on that Sunday in August 1946?
Sophia Romero. She was married to Miguel, who was in Sam's platoon.
Tell me more about Miguel and Sophia.
Well, she deserved better. She was such a gentle, kind soul. And oh my gosh, she was so frightened of what might happen to Miguel. That he might die out there and leave her to raise their baby all alone. Because she was pregnant, you know.
Cousin Camila was so cute in her little baptism dress. I hope our first child is a girl, Miguel. We can have as many children as God gives us, of course. But I pray for at least one girl. There's just something about dressing a baby girl that warms my heart. Cousin Inez had her birthday yesterday. Can you believe she's 8 already? Abuelita's birthday is next. She'll be 91. Roberto wants to roast a pig for his cochinita pibil. Between you and me, Miguel, Roberto's cooking has not been the same since you went away. Or maybe it's just that nothing tastes as good without you here to share it with. It's hard not to think about all the time passing without you. About these moments happening without you. Birthdays, baptisms, Christmas. How many do we get? What else can I say, except that I love you dearly and I miss you terribly. I feel like half of myself. I can find ways to distract myself during the day, but it's the nights that are the hardest, the longest, and I feel the most alone. Please be safe, Miguel. I will be strong for you, and we will be together again. I'll see you next Sunday, mi amor. Love, Sophia. Excuse me, is this the bus to the honor camp?
I sure hope so.
Are we the only visitors?
You mean, are we the only ones stupid enough to take a 3-hour bus ride to a backwater prison camp?
I didn't mean to...
Oh, no, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. That was rude. I was just thinking about what I'm going to say to my idiot brother. Look, the bus. Finally.
Salud.
I'm sorry, do you have a handkerchief?
Keep it, I got extras.
Thank you. I love your hair.
Thanks. Took me all morning. So, how long's your brother been down at the camp?
Oh, Sam's new. He just got transferred here from San Quentin.
That place is hell on earth. You must be so grateful. My husband's been here for...
What was that?
¿Qué fue eso?
If it isn't my favorite public intellectual. Morning, Doc.
Sheriff, call these people off now. Tell them to get off the road. They're blocking the bus.
Is there some law they're breaking?
Rioting, obstructing government activity, and you're helping them.
I'm keeping the peace while these citizens exercise their constitutional rights to assembly.
I thought you and I had an understanding.
You thought wrong.
Clear them out now, or I'm calling the governor.
Okay. Let them through.
You'll be hearing from me, Sheriff. This isn't over.
Interesting, so... You know, the more I learn about Leach, the more it seems like a power play, using wives and family as pawns in this game he was playing.
All I know is he made my life miserable that day. And Sophia's too. We were terrified. We honestly thought those people were going to storm the bus and kill us.
Did Sam ever talk about another inmate? A former POW named Dominic DeLuca?
Oh, yeah. So that very day, in fact, I got through the camp gate and talked to Sam, and he said he was having problems with this guy named DeLuca, that he was a psychopath.
Apparently this DeLuca was a prisoner of the Japanese occupation of the Philippines. survived Bataan and the POW camps for nearly the entire war. 4 years.
Is that supposed to make me feel bad for him? He was a racist and a bully. We all have scars, we all have these problems, and I'm not trivializing whatever happened to him. But DeLuca didn't have to take his demons out on my brother. Go talk to a priest or something.
I've never done confession in a forest. Thought I had to be in a church, in a booth with a little barrier so I can't see your face. But, God probably doesn't care, right? Don't you think he has bigger fish to fry? Well, anyway, bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been a, fuck of a long time since my last confession. Shit. Sorry for cussing.
You don't have to do the song and dance, brother. Just talk to me. At ease, soldier.
I don't feel at ease. I don't know how.
Just thinking about the war.
Ever slept in a cage, Father? A really little one? The tiny bucket for you to shit in that stays right next to you while you sleep and eat? Cooking in that tropical sun, flies, insects?
No, brother.
Ever had bright lights flash in your eyes every few hours for days in a row until you feel like your brain's gone numb?
I haven't.
Ever see a mock execution? Sometimes every day for weeks. In front of all the other POWs? Sometimes I'd actually go through with it just to fuck with you. Beheading was their favorite.
It's enough to make you lose your faith.
Lose something. That's for sure. Living like an animal. Something human dies inside you.
But something else stayed alive.
I don't get it. We won. I made it out. But I think about my life and I just feel so much shame.
Don't. I'm not here to judge you, brother. None of us are.
Why am I still alive?
Because we have choice. You have choice. To choose the good today, even if we couldn't yesterday.
My last choices got me here.
Your next choices can set you free.
Free to do what? What's the point?
Remember Sartre? Every moment offers us a choice in how we want to live and be remembered. Even if we're not in control of the world around us, our choices are all we have.
I don't know. I just want my life back. The way it was before everything got so fucked up.
You're not alone. Pray with me. Ave Maria. Gratia plena.
Dominus
That's a pretty song, Miguel.
It's Murph's favorite. He's my line partner, the one who's hurt.
I'm surprised they let you have phonographs in here.
Berrigan got it for us. He's the chaplain and the medic. He says Murph could make a full recovery. I said a rosary for him.
You forgot. Olvidaste que yo venía hoy.
No, I'm just distracted. Ever since Murph got hurt, I just haven't felt...
I don't care about Murph. He's not your wife. You spend so much time talking about him and apparently thinking about him. Have you asked me how I am? How was the bus ride, Sophia?
How was the bus ride, Sophia?
I really am sorry about what happened to your friend. It's awful. I'll pray for him like I pray for you, but I need you too. I'm your wife. Do you think about me anymore?
Of course I do.
But you don't read any of my letters that I spend hours writing when I can't sleep over you.
I read all your letters.
Don't lie to me, Miguel. If you did, you'd know I was coming.
Sophia, I don't deserve you.
Don't talk like that. I need you to stay strong. Okay. Yo te amo.
Let's talk about this outside.
How could he not know she's coming?
We're under a lot of stress, sis.
Sung-ho, she's under stress. We traveled 3 hours by bus from LA and then we got attacked by those hillbillies.
I'm sorry that happened. Something about Mexicans and Asians and blacks living nearby makes white folk go insane.
Then her husband acts like she doesn't exist. You should have seen how excited she was on the bus. He should be ashamed.
Oh, fine. You're right.
Are you staying safe?
I don't know, Ara. I hate it here.
Oh, come on. It's better than San Quentin. You'll come home sooner.
What? Not if I'm burned up and dead. And there's this Italian psycho keeps trying to pick a fight.
Yes, so do what Dad would do. You
kick his ass and send a message. How's Dad?
Wow. Well, he didn't magically recover, but thanks for checking in. Once in a while, at least.
Oh, come on, that's not fair.
Well, you think it's easy doing this alone?
Yeah, making soup and keeping house is so much harder than living in the woods with fire and snakes and psychopaths.
You think it's funny?
That's not my...
You're too big a coward to tell Dad what you've always wanted. You're gonna take the coward's way out, and you think you're gonna stay in prison till he dies, so you'll never have to talk to him again. And you think he deserves it. And fine, maybe he does. But you're still gonna regret it if you don't see him again. So please don't leave camp. Serve your time and come home. For me.
Alpha, get your asses in gear.
I gotta go. Come here, give me a hug. Kiss Mom for me, yeah?
Berrigan said that all the men were volunteers, that they were proud to be in the camp, that they always had a choice.
Give me a break. What kind of choice is that? Stay in some prison hell or get burned alive? That's like choosing death by murder or suicide.
Ara, I'm terribly sorry about what happened to your brother.
Me too.
It's not uncommon for firefighters to take their own lives. It's tragic. They see and experience such awful things, and they don't feel they can ask for help without looking weak.
Yeah, men are great at lying to themselves.
Berrigan told me 2 men in their platoon died in the first fire of the season. Says he found their teeth, all that was left of them.
Yeah, Sam told me that too. I mean, that's why he was in that camp in the first place. It was just another fresh body for the meat grinder. And look what that drove him to.
It is strange, though. I tracked down the families of Freeman and Snow, the ones who died. They shared the autopsy reports.
And?
Their deaths were reported as suicides, but the reports themselves were unusual. Autopsies typically follow a formula. There's a visual examination of external signs, bruising, wounds, what have you. Then the internal organs are removed and examined, and then the brain. All of those are noted in the report. But these 2 reports had nothing. Blank. Just cause of death. Suicide. And the indecipherable signature of the county coroner. It's so clearly fraudulent and so brazen, as if whoever wrote that report did so on the assumption it would never be read or questioned.
The camp never reported deaths on the fire lines.
What do you mean?
Well, well, they did. It's just not as firefighting deaths. Sam said he heard from the forest ranger who oversaw them.
Swede Nelson.
Oh yeah, Swede. That's the one.
So this brings us to the second fire at the Dollarhide Ranch. You were there, right?
Yes. I was terrified for Sam. For all of the men. I got as close as they would let me. And you could see the smoke from miles away. This massive plume like a curtain drawn over the sky.
Would you look at the size of that sucker? Sweet. County FD on the way.
I called it in, but we gotta keep moving and keep it from spreading till they get here.
Y'all see those huge propane silos over by the barn, right?
Those things are gonna go off like the A-bomb.
We can get the brakes dug before it spreads, if we move now.
Cleaver's right. Alpha, Beta, and Gamma should dig a break around the tanks and the animals and burn up all the unspent fuel in between.
Get on it. And someone find Dollarhide so I can kill him.
Nelson, help!
Is that Dollarhide? He looks hurt. Sweet! What the fuck, man? Why'd you hit him?
He's fine, aren't you? Get up, Dan. Quit sniveling. Don't play with me.
You gotta help me find her, Nelson. Kick my ass after. But we gotta find Susie. She was in the barn.
You are my dream. Want you to know I need you, baby. Can't let you go. I dream about you all the night long. Seems somebody has gone wrong.
Next time on Backfires. As the ranch fire burns out of control, the men of Alpha Platoon risk their lives to save young Susie Dollarhide.
Over here. I think I see her beneath that fallen beam. I can't see you, Sim.
Sam and Dom are forced into an uneasy truce on the fire lines.
The hell's your problem? You gotta get us both killed. That's my problem.
Meanwhile, June's interview with Swede Nelson takes an unexpected turn.
You're denying for the record that Hampton Morris directed a cover-up.
We're done here. Turn that off.
Featuring Morgan Dalabetta, Stephanie Bast, Ren Montoro, Stephen Bourne, Travis Andre Ross, Mani Aliakmad, Joe Barrett, Eric Berger, Jose Donato, Tyler Seipel, Lanny June, James C. Victor. Narrated by Dave Arlington. Audio post-production by Gary O'Keefe. Additional audio engineering by Will Edmiston. Music courtesy of Marmoset Music and Premium Beat. Additional music by Gary O'Keefe. Written, produced, and directed by Alex Vincent Blumberg. Backfires is a work of fiction inspired by the historical origins of California's conservation camp system, originally known as honor camps. Backfires is not documentary or news reporting, and any similarity to the name, character, or history of any person is entirely coincidental and unintentional.